Did you know that they're going? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, please, I insist.
No, I insist.
Go ahead, DB.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Well, how many Twitter followers you got?
I've got 800 Twitter followers.
Well, if you tweet it out, that's 800 people live then.
Oh, fuck. I guess I can go do that. Like, it seems like a lot.
Okay, I'll host. We go do that. Hey, everybody, welcome to my show. The show that doesn't have a name. R&M Productions is here. She's a mod. That's an issue.
Oh man,
I'm taking over the channel.
DB Cooper was by today's standard undeniably just a terrorist. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh damn.
That's hot.
There's only 16 people watching here, dude.
I want all 16 of them, dude.
Twitter followers.
You really are. We've created a monster, is what we've done.
They call me a monster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
We know.
We know. See, and you've been really crushing the Twitter thread game, though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've learned a lot. It's been helpful. I don't like any of the answers, but I have learned a lot.
Well, do you believe in public access?
I do. Yeah, I think that I believe in freedom of information and public information actually being public.
I believe in private information being public.
Oh, I do. You. Right. I've heard that about you specifically.
There's probably a discussion to be had about what is private information, what should really be kept private. I don't know the answer.
There is.
Yeah, it might be.
I feel very strongly about it.
Why?
Boredom,
It's got to live for something, you know what I mean?
I need something to do. I need
entertainment
something to fix it on. My pet issue, yeah.
Yep.
No reason.
You should have been your pet issue a couple months ago. What do you think about Bigfoot?
Yeah, what do you think about Bigfoot?
I don't know. So I like to be open to, things.
Yeah.
I too like to be open to things.
I three like to be open.
I'm open to it, but you gotta deliver something on it.
Have you heard the recordings of the
your DMs? Hey, can you show my screen?
Oh my god, that too.
I'm gonna start here with page 1 of the Keegan Klein.
I'm gonna throw myself out of this.
So Keegan Klein, he lived in Peru, Indiana. Okay.
Please stop.
Here you go, brother.
I'm actually begging you to stop.
Answer. Thank you. Q. Q means question. Inaudible.
Thank you.
Isn't it? Answer. I appreciate it. This is page 1. Actually, this is technically page 2.
Yeah, that's not page 2.
I would just say we all need to read it,
if I could go back in time, I would do some things differently.
Boy, I fucking believe that. Oh,
I think that Bigfoot is a more plausible cryptid than a lot of other ones. This is a PSA announcement. Don't fucking talk to the cops without an attorney.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Unless they're really nice.
No. DV. No.
Unless they get what if they give you
candy?
Snacks, yeah.
Don't ever do it. What
if they tell you that you're not in any
it's
trouble?
another hard pill to swallow, but
if you had your attorney.
Get lawyered up and not freely spoken.
Right.
Ever.
It's almost as if the government is not to be trusted.
Correct.
Interesting. So what if the police guarantee, they promise that you're not in any trouble?
Then you won't be in any trouble ever.
Don't ever.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
I think that's
you can just tell them fuck right off.
You can tell them to suckle on your dick even, probably.
I don't know. That's a little bit coarse, but
is it? Sure, but I feel like
that's appropriate. We got a question here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got something here from All Ice that starts with what? So I assume it's a question.
What?
Go ahead and read it, Angela, if you can.
No, you read it. I want to hear you.
I'll read it. What happened at
the
hearing is going to happen at trial. Baseless affidavits from guards were given merit. Defense affidavits with IDOC footage were found false. And I would tend to agree with that.
Angela, do you agree?
Yeah, and the reason that I agree is because of the judge. And the judge is the problem. And the fact that they are preparing for a trial with Judge Gull presiding means that there will be no fair trial, period. It sucks. It's insane.
Yes, because it's problematic because
It is a problem.
The defense attorneys, in a normal situation, in a normal environment, would have every opportunity to poke holes in these baseless things, and there does appear to be a bias against the attorneys where when they're trying to do their jobs, she intervenes and tries to not let them do their jobs, to the point of just forcing them to quit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or get rid of them. It is crazy.
Mhm.
It's another. I have a lot of unpopular opinions, but I think that
Absolutely.
I think that somebody, they can take this to the Supreme Court right now, over her ruling on her motion to withdraw herself. They can original action that themselves. They can go to the Supreme Court and try to get her off this one last way. I think that's the last resort.
Yeah.
That if they really want her off, that's what they need to do. Or
Mhm.
Speaker check.
okay, speak check. So the situation with the precipice, as dumb as it is, it could present itself again. There's actually an upcoming potential for this.
Don't tell her.
To present very so quickly. I don't think she's gonna listen, dude. So there's only one motion that it would apply to currently.
See, this is my issue with this rule is if you're at 29 days, aren't you just gonna be like, hey, judge, you haven't ruled on this yet? Just send an email,
Yes.
So there seems to be a gridlock issue in our criminal justice system of defendants, despite, the presumption of innocence, they have every disadvantage because if I'm understanding these trial rules correctly, and this motion that they filed, this is the first time I've ever even heard of this, so it's all new to me. If I'm understanding these rules correctly, there's two issues kind of competing, right? One is that the judge violated the trial rule by not ruling on these motions timely, and the defense waived their right to that relief, allegedly, by filing other motions instead of just filing this one, right? So
Right.
those are both two things that you could, I guess, argue are in violation. So why do they always side with the state or with the judge? If there's two issues here where the judge is violating the trial rules and the defense didn't exactly, do it exactly how the trial rules lay it out, why are we not giving the defendant the benefit of seeking relief when our system is supposedly supposed to be set up that way?
I mean, that's the question I posed to Michael, and I think I've come to my own conclusion on it. I said, hey, all these other cases that get denied for the exact same reason, should they all be approved? I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think that that this isn't fair because you're looking at such a small handful. This would have been the fifth case this year where the judge wasn't ruling on stuff. Just give them the new judge. Just do it. Just do it. So this is supposed to be a relief that is available.
Right.
Even though they didn't really do anything they didn't do anything terrible. They still just want what's entitled to them, which is the judge didn't rule on something in time. They still hadn't. They're asking for this relief. And they're gonna victim blame the person that is being subjected to the judge not ruling on things timely. It seems completely unfair.
It is.
Not only in this case, but in every other case that's like this, and there are plenty. There's 4 this year. Who knows? There's probably there's probably 10 a year. Yeah, I think citing this case and concocting a waiver of this relief is totally not really the intent at all. Pretending that they waived their right. No one wants to waive this right. Nobody wants to waive any of their rights. You always
Right.
want your rights. But
So-
it is the reality.
But here's my issue. I'm sorry, DB. Did you want to read it first?
Oh, I'd like to read it.
Okay.
I won't read the
it?
whole decision, but there's a little
No,
bit of.
I would like for you to read it. I would like.
I would like that. I would
Okay.
like that. Okay.
Okay.
There's 91 days after the final hearing. This is a case that was cited. Bean, Swoopy Goofy's here.
Oh my God, I'm so there. Hello, friend.
It's half the fucking due process game. It's the non-judicial part of the due process game.
It's the cranks. Meet the cranks.
Internet
Hi,
cranks.
Lizzie. Welcome to
Whatever the fuck this is.
BB's
It's
pirated
This
channel.
is an extremely undefined channel.
Here, she
oh
was
my
here.
god, dude! Yellow
Dude,
jackets
look at
in
who's
here.
here. What's happening?
We got all the fucking commie Antifa people in here.
This is like amazing. This is like
Excuse
basically
me.
an insurrection. Sorry, go ahead.
All Eyes on Delphi said the evidence defense presented at the safekeeping hearing came from the state and the DOC, and Dole reprimanded them for presenting falsities because the guards and warden said, "No, though, like what the fuck, dude." I totally agree. I already sent them the link. Sorry, dude. Like 15 minutes ago.
You're fine.
Dean,
Yeah.
you have no your autonomy has been
I'm taking over the channel. It's gonna be my channel.
This is entirely like concocted as an alternative for.
Dean, this is the
brain-
best thing that's happened to me ever in my life.
That's not saying much. Okay, well, hey, Sleuthy, it's nighttime Sleuthy Goosey Radio. Fiend, hit us with an I don't know, man. I just think
Man.
I wonder what woke you up, Susie. Was it like something inside or something outside? Like something internal inside of you woke you up, or like computer noise? Excuse you.
This is actually the Electric Werecat Truther channel.
Okay, I don't know what that is, and I almost
was that a teapot on the stove right there, or was that a laugh?
How am I able to pull something up, DB? I don't know how to do that.
Bro,
I don't
you're
think DB knows
fucking
how
in your
either.
30s, probably.
I don't think
It's
DB knows
you'd
how
have
to-
no excuse.
Don't bully.
No, I'm
We don't
old, dude.
bully.
I'm old.
Sorry.
You're it out, bro.
I'm sorry.
Do I
what
have
you're
to
saying?
create a different profile with a document to add it?
Yep, you're gonna have to create a new StreamYard.
What?
You're gonna have to recuse yourself from the case.
Wait.
You're gonna have to write Justin Faulkner,
Wait.
file an OA,
Right. I don't know how that works.
present. It's a picture
I don't see
of a
that.
screen at the bottom.
DB, this is why we keep getting kicked off.
Oh my god, this
You
is
have
why
to-
people keep
you
bullying
have
me.
to
I'm
speak.
mean.
We talked about your tone. Remember
My tone. What do you mean my tone?
your tone?
Don't.
You
Oh,
just have to soften that, like sand the edges, my guy.
No,
Just sand the
DB's fine.
I was a wizard with the MySpace HTML.
I've seen it.
I'm sure you were.
I was pretty good. I don't feel like I can access my like high school MySpace. I think I tried. Didn't they have like something happen to like their server?
There's something weird that
They're all
there's something
gone.
weird. I think that you can access these pages, but I don't know what the process is for doing that. DB sounds like he knows.
I do think there's an episode coming out next week. It's gonna have some of your MySpace DMs.
Some of my MySpace DMs. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. I look forward to that.
Yep. So that'd be interesting and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your field hockey days and
We want to be direct. No, ambiguity.
Right.
are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
DB, are you okay? Out of practice, or-
I talk about. Are you talking about? Okay.
You're out of practice.
Talk about.
You need a hand?
Boy, do I. Looking for a document. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Mothman 32? R&M Productions.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I interrupted you.
You did. I don't remember. Oh, I remember.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think that
Sophie.
the most, I think that the most devastating thing that could happen to the state would be that the judge grant the defense a Frank's hearing, as I believe they have more than met the burden for such. I think that would be devastating. I think that would result in, I don't think we'd see a trial if we saw a Frank's hearing.
I disagree.
Tell me why.
I
don't
also,
know, man.
Tell me why.
I also disagree because I think ultimately she's going to deny approving the Frank's motion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I agree.
Like, even if you have the hearing, I think that at the end of it, the result
Mm-hmm.
is the same.
Right.
They're not going to toss a warrant. And there's
Sure.
a reason that they don't want to toss warrants.
But
What's
would
that?
a Frank's hearing be devastating? I think regardless.
I think that there would be a lot of information that would basically have to come out into the public. They
Right.
probably don't want.
I'm certain they don't.
Why are you so certain?
Mm.
Anyways, I say the not having a Frank's. Excuse me. I say not having a Frank's hearing is actually better for the appellate record of judicial bias.
I tend to agree with that, and I think that
Yeah. Dude.
again, I think you see them hammer on it. One, for very good reason, because getting the warrant tossed gets the gun tossed. If you have a bullet but no gun, the bullet doesn't mean anything. If you can get the bullet tossed with a motion to eliminate and you got a gun but no bullet, it doesn't mean anything. I think that's the reason that you see them focus on this, because they kind of know what their case, the prosecution case, the state case is based on around. It doesn't mean that like there's any there, but they have a duty to do everything they can to stymie them on the arguments that they want to make, even if they're bullshit arguments. It doesn't matter if
That's a
they're
good point.
valid or not. It doesn't mean that like the gun and the bullet really mean anything at all. Like they may mean everything, they may mean nothing, but like if you know that the state, that's what their case is based around, you continue to attack it every way possible. I mean, I do think their defense is very zealous, like when you realize what they're trying to do, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what their duty is to do. They have to do that. Even if they're not successful, then yes, and then you're also creating this record for if it gets to an appellate type of situation, which it may or may not. They always have to be thinking about what they're doing and how it affects right now, how it affects like coming up for trial, how it affects an appellate level. You're only fighting for an appellate, or you're only fighting for like the trial. Like, no, you have to do both simultaneously. You have to.
I agree with what you said. I'm really glad that you made a point to say, one of the things I see a lot that drives me crazy is people saying, oh, they must have damning evidence if the defense wants it to get suppressed, which is nonsensical. But I think that the Franks hearing serves like a larger purpose too. If they were to have a hearing and actually present the evidence that we imagine they have, because they've filed 4 motions for it, I think that what would probably come out would be that this arrest, like the arrest, all of it, I don't think that anything that was in that PCA can really stand. And I think that's what would come out in a Franks hearing. Like these motherfuckers lied. That's significant. And it's significant for the, I mean, yes, it's significant for the warrant. That's the legal, like, that's what the...
I mean, the PCA is already so weak. If you take out what the warrant, how the warrant props it up, you've literally got nothing.
Correct. Like nothing. You don't have these alleged incriminating statements. You don't have a year and a half to continue. You
don't have the cartridge.
Right.
I'm just trying to...
That's fair, yeah.
Try to get along.
Yeah, solidarity. We're going to use the... Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you finish. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll finish. So...
And just like, that's fucking creepy, dude. Don't do that.
Yeah, there's some creepy behavior, going... I'm told there's some creepy behavior out there,
It's gotta stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
I think,
but we can talk about that offline, DB. Okay, I don't think this is the place.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're not going to actually talk about anything specifically that can be challenged.
No, absolutely not. We'll just
be
vague and cryptic if that's.
I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good with this channel so far, because it seems to be under the radar. Like,
well, now you've done
cyber attacks. Oh yeah, I screwed myself here.
Did everybody leave?
I don't know. It says there's people here. I don't know. It says there's people watching, but
hey guys, report this video if you're still here.
I didn't really expect people to watch. It's very explicitly said that I do not recommend doing this or watching this. So
if you're still here, please report the channel.
And then
get the shut down.
5150 yourself and report the video.
Like, subscribe, and report.
Yep. That's the safe thing to do. Indeed. Okay, so Richard Allen, this has gone really well, guys.
Well, I don't know if it's gone well. I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that far.
You can't even say. Can you agree with anything?
Shut the fuck up, Bean. It's been great, man. You did a great job.
Bean, say this has gone quite well. That's called happiness. Those are emotions. It's okay to have them. If you don't have them, you put something in your program.